Hey, I'm Justin Braden, and I'm the team leader of the Realtix team at HomeSmart in Houston. I'm also the CEO of Realize.ai, technology company that provides data-driven insights and analytics to real estate professionals, investors, and the like to help them make the best real estate decisions. And what I'm going to show you right now is how we use analytics, utilizing the filters and slicers in the dashboard. Now we use these filters and slicers so that way we can get closer to the data. We can get more intimate with the data. We can understand what's going on for specific houses with specific features, such as a rooftop terrace, a private driveway on a smaller lot, etc., etc. And so we need these filters and slicers in order to help us provide the best advice to our clients with precision based on today's market demands. So when we're advising our clients, when we're advising our investors, and when we're helping our team members to assist their business clientele, we want them to provide good advice to their clients. We want our investors to make smart decisions based on our advice, and we want people to be happy. We want our clients that are buying homes to feel confident in their purchase. And so by being able to get down to as close as we can to a house, which we can get very, very close, and base it on market data, then it's far better advice. It's far harder for anybody to argue with the valuations that we come up with, or I would say broker price opinions that we come up with, because we cannot appraise property. We're not appraisers. We're not licensed appraisers. Nobody is. Maybe an appraiser is using this software. That's okay, but it is not the means of their appraisal. They do not use this to appraise property at all. But this is more along the lines of a tool for real estate professionals to do their own due diligence as far as it comes to evaluating properties with expedience. So we are providing that service here at Realize.ai. Real estate agents can also join our team, the Realtix team in Houston, and save, as we offer a substantial discount for real estate agents that are on the team, and become part of the team. And we also have amazing opportunities on the team that's unprecedented. So if you're a real estate professional and you're looking for potentially making a move, please do inquire about that. I can share that with you. But for the means of this video, we're talking about filters and slicers, and the whole purpose behind them. As you can see, we're looking at 35,842 sales in the last 6 months. We use 6 months because that's what has been the tried and true time frame of what's widely accepted by experts across the nation, perhaps across the world, as far as a proper market time frame to determine market condition and values, as well as trends and marketplace status. So likewise, by default, we look at 180 days or 6 months, but with the opportunity to increase or decrease that time based on market conditions. For example, many buyers wanted to look at just 90 days while the interest rates were increasing month over month in 2022, 2023. So 90 days was likely the best way to analyze real estate opportunities. But now that we have been high in price or high in interest rates for a good while, that's pretty steady, above 7%, we could probably go back 270 days. And in some cases, we need to go back a year or even a year and a half in order to get enough sales into the system to analyze and get confident with the numbers and where things are at. So again, we're going to use this blue bar There is a previous video that I have made and posted about. It's called the Blue Market Status Bar, and that is a very good video to watch. It's about 20 minutes long. You want to watch that because that describes what this means, and this is like your status of a particular market that you're looking at. We are going to look at different markets just through the filters. Okay, the filters are huge. Filters help us look at different parts of the market as we slice up the data into sections or into market areas or into property types or certain criteria, certain characteristics. So right now we are looking at single family type, for example. So we have this white stripe across here. So that's the first set of filters. That's the primary set of filters. Most of the analytics that you will do, I'd say 7 out of 10 times, you won't need to do more than what's shown right here with this basic second, this white ribbon, I would say, the white ribbon of filters. So typically this is all you need, but if we need more, there is an advanced filters button, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But let's start left to right. We have your market area. Okay, so your area is the area is by number. So if I click on any of these numbers, it's going to take us to a certain part of the map, a certain designated, sliced up part of the map. As you can see, we're looking at the 11 counties that make up Houston. We're not looking at Austin or San Antonio or Dallas. We're just looking at the Houston market area. And so if I go to 10, for example, it's going to take us down to market area 10, which is this defined boundary space right there. It's kind of like the central Cypress area, south of Spring, northwest portion, Jersey Village, parts of Cypress, as you can see here. And if I click on the solds button, we can see the solds. So that switched to sales, plotted out. We also have the scatter plot that's plotting out all the sales. How many sales are we looking at? 567 closings in the last 180 days. And here is the market condition for what's happening there. It's right there, summarized right before you, right? So we covered that in a previous video. 247 actives. That means we're looking at low inventory over here of just 2.5 months, 2.46 months of inventory. So this should sell out in 2.46 months. That's really crazy. Pending rate is 36.8%. So it's very strong. We got 247 actives, 144 under contract. So buyers are enthusiastic about this market area. They're excited about this area, so much so that they're scooping more than 1 out of 3 actives under contract. Okay, and there's many reasons why people would like this area. You've got strong schools, good school districts. You got large lot sizes, 8,200 square foot lot sizes. You got homes that are not terribly old, 1990. And so you got a decent, reasonable sale prices of $325,000, but sellers are asking $385,000 right now. So you got to be very careful what you're buying. You could easily overpay for a property, as I would not put all my eggs in one basket. And I mean, the one basket is the appraiser. The appraiser that comes and investigates the property value of the house. They typically come in right at the dollar sale price. So they don't really help. You can't really count on that. It's better to count on the analytics, which is what we have here. Now, so let's take a look here. We got area 10. Furthermore, we can go down to, let's say, Adam Elementary, right? So Adam Elementary is within area 10. So I can go down to Adam Elementary and see it takes me right there. See? So we have now looked at just Adam Elementary school zone. That's just this section. And we see that the price actually, the median sale price actually came down. There was 54 sales there. Inventory has dropped to 2.22, which means should be higher, or I'd say less options for buyers, because there's only 21 actives with 54 sales. So that's a lot of sales, but not a lot of actives, not a lot of inventory coming on the market here. But the homes are pretty old at 1978, but the lots are big at 9,000 square foot. So that's what these filters are able to let us do. Let me go ahead and reset. This is something where we click on this and it resets the whole thing. We can go by market area. Okay, so I have Bel Air in there, but we have all the market areas. And let's say I want to look at A-Leaf, right? So maybe I just want to know about what A-Leaf is doing. So I'm going to click on A-Leaf. Okay, so once I do that, we see that A-Leaf is a huge market area. Okay, so maybe I'm only concerned with homes that are sized between 1,500 and 2,000 square foot. Okay, so that's going to give me 84 sales. So it tells me what's going on for a home of that size in A-Leaf market area, that single family type property. Of course, we can change this to townhouses, multifamily, mid-rise, high-rise, lots, country homes. Some of these will not apply, so they will not show up, just so you know. But 1,500 to 2,000 square foot home size, you're looking at a median sale price of $250,000. Inventory is 3.2 months here. Pending rate is about 29.7%. High risk of 15.1%. Lot sizes are small at 5,060 square foot. Homes are old at 1981 year of construction, but year over year sale prices are up 3.7%, and they take 34 days to go under contract. And as we look at the market here, we see that the median sale price is $250,000, and sellers are asking for about a $10,000 premium at this juncture in the market season. So they're asking for a measly $10,000, which is not even 5% of the list price. So it's not a bad situation. It's looking pretty good for a buyer looking for a quality property. Sellers are only asking about $10,000 more. So we have a negative $10,000 equity position just within the market itself. So buyers, if they should hire a professional, an analyst, to help them to find a property of opportunity that has a positive equity position and the largest market upside possible. Okay, so we are looking at, again, filters. So let's reset again. So I just sliced it up. I just showed you. Now let's take a look at Rice Military, for example. So Rice Military, we're going to type it in. Rice Military, okay? I'm going to type that in there. Now, one of the unique features about Rice Military is there's a lot of split lots. So if I'm looking at single family homes, but I'm only curious about homes that are sitting on small lots, then I may go over here to lot size, and I'm going to type in 2,000 square foot, and I'm going to say nothing more than 2,000 square foot. This way, I'm surely only looking at homes that are built on split lots, and perhaps I only want homes that are 3 stories tall, or perhaps no, maybe I want homes that are 2 stories tall, because a 1-story home is likely to be a tear down, whatever, and a 3-story home is too many stairs. So I may have a client that has small children or is pregnant or something like that, and they do not want too many stairs, but they can deal with 2 stories, and I've run into those a lot. So if that's the case, you can go to advanced filters here, where we suddenly get more opportunities to filter and get more precise. And we can go over to stories right here, stories, and we're going to click on 2. So we want just the 2 stories here, and we close that. Now, what happened? Well, when we filtered this out, we got 9 sales in the last 6 months, and they're plotted out here. We see that some sold for about $700,000, just 2 of them, and those are like the pioneers of the market. But clearly there's a cluster right down here of 2 bedrooms and 3 bedrooms that are right here around this $400,000 mark. And we may say, well, that's really not enough. So let me go 9 months back and see if we have any more sales. And hopefully we do. But the thing about Rice Military is it's hard to get 2-story only, because lots are split so much that they can only do 3 stories. So maybe we got to go back 1 year, and that added in some more sales and just really enforced that the market really is down here, not so much up there. But we do have the market range from the bottom to the top right there. And so we want to say, well, there's one available 2-story house at $405,000. It looks cheap. See, it's way over here on the cheap side of the market, That's great, but let's look at the lot location. It is very close to Washington Avenue, and that's a big no-no. That's not a good thing, and because there are a lot of clubs and stuff over there, it's not a good thing. And then we look at the per square foot, and that's not talking the same language. This one is on the expensive side, not that expensive, but it is leaning towards the expensive side, and it is on the small side of the market as well. So overall, the price on this is priced fair, but it is priced fair for the market. However, per square foot, it's a little pricey. So this one is, this is how you would look at that, right? So we're able to look at what's available as it shows right here in the list, and we're able to look at what's sold, and we're able to look at the market. So the filters allow us to do that. Now, when I'm trying to provide this advice to clients, I'm going to be using the market value, and I'm going to be using the equity positions. So we got the equity number here and the market upside. I'm going to be using these two numbers here to help describe the situation of the market. These two numbers right here. I'm going to use this $556,828 per square price, and then this $279 per square foot. I'm going to use that. So I'm going to be using these key figures to help describe the market for this particular, let's say, property characteristic, which is a split lot. I might go up to 2,500. You know, okay, that helps. See, so you have to kind of utilize the numbers, massage the numbers a little bit to get enough information to help you better analyze the property condition. And with the 2,500 lot size, I can go back to 180 days on the market. Okay, so that's generally what I would use here. We have 2 bedrooms and 3 bedrooms. If I just want the 2 bedrooms, I'm just going to go to the bedrooms. I'm going to go 2, and then it's going to take out the 3. So now I'm looking at just 2, and I'm going to go 1 year back, and I'm going to get 7 sales with the median sale price right here, which is $392,000. The median list price is $575,000. So that's a big difference. So this one available house that's 2 bedrooms is way overpriced, as you can see. This is the market. It fills the whole market. The 575 is north of the max sale price right here. So that's probably not going to be a very attractive listing. So you might not advise your clients to make that move. So anyways, that's how you would work that. So that's how you would use the bedrooms. The bathrooms you might want to use. When you see a 0.1, that means it's 1.5. If you see a 0.2, that means it's 1 bath, 2 half, right? 2 bedrooms, so that's 1 half, that's 2 halves. That's what that means. Let's reset. So let's say I'm interested in, let's go with East End Revitalized. Let's just go with East End Revitalized, okay? We go East End Revitalized market area. Again, we got the summary of the market on the top. We got the plotted out area right here. And what I am really concerned with is the area that, or I'd say the properties that have rooftop terraces. Okay, so here's something else I'm going to do. I'm going to go to, more, okay, and then I'm going to go to exterior. Whatever I do with the actives, I'm going to do with the solds. So I'm going to go rooftop. Not good at typing right now. Rooftop. Okay, so when I say rooftop, it means there's a rooftop terrace. See, if I highlight over this, you can see it says fully fenced, comma, rooftop deck. Okay, so I want to include all rooftop deck properties. Okay, and that gives me what, 5 sales, or let me go here. I can do the same here. So rooftop. You don't have to spell it all the way out. You can just put roof T, and then you can put those in. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 sales. And do note that, so there's the sales. Do note that if you're like, okay, oh, that's 11 sales. Okay, perfect. But note that if you want to go back a little further, 270 days, 1 year, then you will need to come back to the sales here, and there may be more in here. That's because as you add more sales in, you have to go and select them to put them in. So that's how you do that. Now, we have other filters like your interior description, and since we're already here, might as well show you that, like 2 staircases, a dry bar, formal entry foyer. We have one here that says balcony, dryer included, high ceilings, washer included, window coverings, refrigerator included, wired for sound. This one says crown molding, fire, smoke alarm, formal entry, high ceilings. This one says wired for sound, yada, yada, yada. So this one has high ceiling, pre-wired for alarm system, washer included, yada, yada. So interior has selections. Exterior, which we just put in the rooftop deck. And then we have bedroom description, which says 1 bedroom down, not the primary bedroom, 1 bedroom up, maybe all bedrooms up, etc., etc. Note that if you, since I selected these, 6 options and there was 11 sales, the 11 sales are what these filters are showing. Okay, so whatever you put in here affects what you're going to see over here, and likewise the other direction. So you got your bedroom description, primary bedroom, second floor, etc., things like that. Room description, you got 1 living area, formal dining, living area, second floor, utility room in the house, kitchen dining combination, like this one says, home office study, media room. See, so those are room descriptions. Then you got lot description, you got maintenance fee, what that includes, you got waterfront features, and then your annual dues, HOA annual dues, which becomes important when it comes to townhouse/condominiums. That's what this becomes important. So now I'm going to close this more, and what we're looking at is homes in the East End revitalized area, which would be your Edo area, and it's showing that 11 sales and what the market has determined they're willing to do, what buyers are willing to do for a home with a rooftop deck. So a home with rooftop deck, what are they willing to do? Well, they're willing to go and they're willing to pay $490,000 on the low side, and as much as $1.44 million on the max side. Okay, we can see immediately that $1.44 million is right there. This is why I like a scatter plot. It shows you where the market is right here, and then we have one outlier. And we can get rid of this outlier because it's influencing our data. And so once we see that, that's a red flag for data analytics. We see red flag. We're going to go back to advanced filters, and I'm going to enter in at sold price. I'm going to put $1,400,000. And that will get rid of it. See? Now we have a nice distribution of sales right here. And now we have far better data language, essentially, to translate and tell our clients what's happening. So until we select a property, it picks the median list price, which this is that median, $539.9, puts it in there. Likewise, the per square foot, $224 median. So it puts in median numbers on the green numbers until I select something. And based on what I can see here, a $214 per square foot and $441 list price zoned to Burnett Elementary looks like a great opportunity, as it is actually cheaper than the lowest sell price in the last 6 months. the per square foot is not cheaper than low sale price, but it's still on the low side of the market. But it is also a small house on the small side of the market. So, but it is priced good for this area, for a rooftop deck house. So that's how you use very specific criteria and also cut out outliers that may be influencing your data incorrectly. But based on a market in Edo with a rooftop deck, this house technically sits with a $128,600 equity position, because the median sale price for such a house is $569,000, and a $202,000 market upside because they are expected to sell for as much as $643,728, which is right about here. So it's interesting because you see the opportunities like this come up, but do take caution, because sometimes the data, you have the data, but you still got to interpret it. And that takes practice, and that takes studying, and that takes the data scientist part of you to come out and start thinking of hypothesis, thinking, is this true? Could this really be the case for this house? Could it really have $200,000 of market upside? And that's when you start noticing things like, aha, the 10 sales that occurred for $569,500, those are new construction, 2023. This home is a 2008, year built 2008. This is the details about this house. When you select it, it puts it in here, but also puts it down here. And so we see this is a 2008. And 2008 is quite a long time ago, almost 20 years ago. And that's a difference in the architectural significance, as well as the mechanical age of the items in the house. So that affects the value. So now, what else can we do? Well, let me go ahead and reset again. And we're going to look back at advanced filters, because I want to show you what else we can do. What else we can do is we can look at specific, not just the market area numbers in elementary school zones, which are very good, but we can actually look at specific neighborhoods. So let's take a neighborhood, for example, and they're all listed out here with their section numbers as well. And so we can just simply pluck one out, like Aberdeen Green, but let's go with something that's a little more significant, perhaps Afton Oaks. Why not? There's Afton Oaks. And so we're going to click the first one, and then we're going to go to the last one, click Shift and hold, and click it. And that's going to put all of the Afton Oaks, including the section ones. It's going to put them all in there. Now I'm going to go to this side, and I'm going to put Afton Oaks. I'm just going to search Afton. Okay, and there they are. So I'm going to click the first one, and then I'm going to click the last one. Okay, so now I'm going to close this. Now Afton Oaks, as you can see, is, I'll click on the solds here. So Afton Oaks is near the Galleria. It's a very high dollar neighborhood. The median sale price there is over $1 million, or $359 a square foot. But the area has actually come down in value by 24% year over year. But mostly that pertains to old homes, 1959. So we may have to make a year adjustment, so that way we're only looking at newer age homes, as lot sales is kind of what we're looking at here, based on the median. So if I want to go to year built, I'm going to go here and I'm going to put 20, let's say 2003 or newer. All right, so that's 7 sales. Now what happened? Well, as soon as I said I want 2003 or newer, the market is right here, and it's showing that the median sale price is $2 million. So right down the middle is $2 million. That's the market value area. The value for this area is $2 million, or $362 a square foot. The area for this kind of a house has lost value, but not 24%, but just minus 1.5%. So virtually flat year over year. And the year of construction is 2013. So that's the median year age of homes built there. They're sitting on lots that are over 8,000 square foot. They're retaining about 96% of their list price. So again, that's what we're going to look at. Is this again gives us the health of the market and the conditions of the market. There is 3 available that are 2003 or newer, and look at their prices: $2.3 million and $2.8 million. If I have a buyer interested in this area, and they're up to $3 million, I want to find them a good deal, and I may want to, go through these and try to find them and see what could be a good opportunity, and just browse through click on each one of them and analyze them. So it's very important that we're able to look at these specific market areas. So that's just that neighborhood. We can get the condition of that criteria immediately. So now we would just clear all, and we can also clear this. And so now we should be back to square one, where we can look at Bridgeland, we can look at Sienna Plantation, we can look at River Oaks, we could look at basically any neighborhood that's out there. Was there one like Terra Nova? All right, that one just came up. Here's Terra Nova. We got Terra Nova West. Maybe you look at Terra Nova West. I don't even know where that's at. I think that's northwest. Got Terra Nova. So we got Terra Nova here, west. Terra Nova West. We're looking at Terra Nova West here. All right, so here's Terra Nova West. All right, so that's Terra Nova, normal. Here's the west side. And we see that the median sale price here is $348,500. Inventory is high, nearly 6 months. Pending rate is weak. So this area, not that good. Sellers are listing. Generally, it appears to be at a price that it will sell for. Lots are huge. Year over year, sale prices are not really increasing a whole lot, but they don't last very long on the market. And so, there could be some opportunity here for a cheap gem. So, here's your list of what's available, and just click on one and analyze the market. Okay, so that's how you would use these filters. Okay, and just real quick, the ones I haven't covered yet are, you just saw me cover the sold prices, and you have list price here, so you can make sure that you're only looking at the certain price range of listings and a certain price range of sold, so you can eliminate outliers, both low outliers and high outliers. You don't want to include outliers. They influence the data incorrectly and can actually provide wrong information. So you got to be very careful about that, and that's where your data scientist mind comes into play. We can go by restrictions. Okay, so if it's historically restricted, that could have an impact on the property value. So you're going to put in historic restriction, for example. We have middle schools, so we can zone homes dependent on the middle schools, like Frank Black Middle School, for example, or a high school like Clements High School in Sugar Land. We may want to know property values in that area and look at trends for that area. We can go by stories. We can do a combination of things. We could do 1 stories with a pool, which would be true, or 1 stories without a pool, which would be false. And then maybe 2-car garage, 3-car garage, 4-car garage. Year built, we do that because that's important. We got new construction can influence higher price points. So again, that can make it seem like the values are higher when they're not for a 2008 house. If there's a lot of newer construction in the area, it could give the false positive of the value of a 2008 house being higher than it actually is. And this way you can cut off, you can say, well, I don't want anything newer than 2019, you see, and that will change the numbers. And it just won't be part of the deal. So as you can see, it changes that. And then you can also say, well, I just want straight new construction. So you got true, false. So you can also do that. And then once again, you got more filters, and we already talked about what those do. Close more, close filters. So that's how you use filters to get precise, super precise data-driven insights to help yourself, help clients, to help yourself with advising team members and advising your investors on what to do next. Okay, stay tuned for more videos, and make sure you look for other videos that I've posted on how to use this and how to analyze real estate market data.